Speaking on the latest episode of Palace Confidential, historian Tessa Dunlop discussed the relationship between the late monarch and her husband. Speaking all about her new book, Elizabeth and Philip, Dr. Dunlop described the late Queen's interest in Prince Philip as a proper schoolgirl crush. Dr. Dunlop told host Jo Elvin, Elizabeth was stuck in Windsor with this crush and she's cutting out pictures and press cuttings, whatever he's mentioned, in, and putting him in a scrapbook. I mean, it's a proper schoolgirl crush, it's deeply sweet. She continued, meanwhile Philip, he does actually contain contact with Elizabeth from quite early on in the war, but he's also a young man at sea. He's lovely, he's special, he knows he's special, he's a prince of Greece. And he dates several very beautiful women. Dr. Dunlop noted the then Prince of Denmark and Greece entertained himself with debutante Osla Benning. Read more. Royal Family Live. Meghan accused of showing off as new crown cipher emerges on letter. The Queen and Philip were married in 1947, until his death in 2021. Image, PA. Dr. Dunlop's book, Elizabeth and Philip is out now. Image, PA. Dr. Dunlop noted that compared to the women that Philip dated, Elizabeth represented something different. She described Elizabeth as steadfast and sweet and someone who had a knockout inheritance, whilst describing Philip as nomadic and a bit brusque. The historian described the pairing as a wacko combination but deeply attractive. Speaking of the late Queen, Dr. Dunlop said, I think there was something so steady about her, even as a young girl. She claimed Philip's childhood was all over the shop, so he needed someone like Elizabeth. Read more. Princess Diana's private secretary defends accuracy of the crown. Can't find falsehoods. The Queen and Philip were married for 73 years, until his death in April 2021, aged 99. The then Princess Elizabeth first met Philip in 1934 during a visit to Naval College, Dartmouth. The pair corresponded throughout the war, and the Greek prince popped the question earlier in 1947, resulting in King George VI whisking the family away on a 3-month tour to South Africa to ensure the stability of the relationship. Their wedding day took place at Westminster Abbey on November 20, 1947, when Elizabeth was just 21. Don't miss. Meghan Markle hits back at unflattering two-word nickname. Insight. King slams horrible Wimbledon tradition as rule change not enough. Report. Meghan and Harry's bid to cash in caused Queen to finally hit back. Reveal. Trending. Philip died in April 2021, followed by Elizabeth in September 2022. Image, Getty. Following her death on September 8, 2022, the Queen was buried next to Philip at the King George VI Memorial Chapel at St. George Chapel on the grounds of Windsor Castle. Her late mother and father, the Queen Mother and King George VI. The Queen's sister, Princess Margaret, who passed away in 2002, was cremated and her ashes remain in the royal vault at St. George Chapel. Read next. Cast into the wilderness. Harry and Meghan sent dire warning as royals brace for book. Royal expert slams Netflix The Crown over out-of-character depiction of selfish Queen. King Charles brushes off egging ordeal as he chuckles with Nigerian President. Princess Diana's private secretary defends accuracy of the crown. Can't find falsehoods. Keep calm and carry on. King Charles left unfazed by egg protest, lip reader says.